The term human rights is everywhere. News headlines on wars and refugee crises, debates on trans athletes, climate litigation, and more. But do the words human rights mean the same thing to someone in Brazil as to someone in Botswana? Does a Swiss diplomat interpret them the same way as a Saudi official? And once a country signs a human rights treaty, does that instantly translate into guarantees and protection and justice at the national level? Welcome to International Human Rights Law. My name is Joe Ford, professor here at ANU Law School. I'm really excited to welcome you to this course. My goal is to guide you through a sophisticated but still accessible introduction to one of the most important and high-profile areas of international law. I've been teaching, studying and working on human rights for over 20 years. With NGOs, the private sector, consulting and in an international organization. I have field experience in over 30 countries. I've worked on public health, on counterterrorism, on corporate responsibility. I'm really looking forward to sharing some of those global perspectives with you throughout this course. In the course, you'll gain a clear understanding of the global human rights system, its treaties, its institutions, its frameworks. We'll trace its historical development, examine how it connects to national legal system, and look at the major actors involved, states, but also corporations, NGOs, and others. But beyond this, we'll also equip you to think more critically, to evaluate that system, to ask questions like, what are its strengths and its weaknesses? What are the current debates about reform of the system? What is the role of law and lawyers? And does human rights even have a future as a credible or legitimate vocabulary of political discourse, struggle, or control? Now, during the semester, we'll meet once a week over the 12 weeks in 3-hour sessions. We call it a lectorial model. So the sessions are a mix of lecture content, class discussions and group activities, and the occasional guest expert. The assessment is spread across 3 components. This encourages consistent engagement rather than relying on one big major task at the end. The assessment is designed to reflect in a fair and accurate way what we actually do in class. So I strongly encourage you to keep up with the readings and the group activities each week. Human rights touch nearly every aspect of life. Remember, this is an introductory course in what is a vast field, so we have to be very selective in what we study. Still, by the end of the course, my aim is that you'll be ready to engage in and debate the systems and issues of international human rights law in a critically informed and thoughtful way, with anyone, from a journalist to your local member of parliament to your peer group, just as we expect from ANU graduates. Part of that development and skill development involves developing the skills to discuss controversial, emotive, divisive, deeply political topics in a respectful and professional way. That's what we'll be doing in our classes. So, what human rights issues matter most to you? I'm looking forward to hearing your inputs on the learning journey we have together. Welcome.